Leave your comments on the Ask Reddit sub, and I'll read your answers on the next episode of LWIAR 2. What mind-blowing, but simple, facts would satisfy a 4-year-old daughter's daily request for one fact before bedtime? Most elephants weigh less than a blue whale's tongue. Most no need to fat shame Nelly the belephant. Her weight is irrelevant. Pineapples used to be so expensive that people would rent them as a centerpiece for their party. Scotland's national animal is a unicorn. A single strand of spaghetti is a spaghetto at birth. A baby panda is smaller than a mouse. Violin bows are usually made from horsehair. The color red doesn't make bulls angry. They are colorblind. Herring fish communicate with flatulence. If you heat up a magnet, it loses its magnetism. It snows metal on planet Venus. Garlic attracts leeches. In 1992, a shipping crate full of 28,000 rubber ducks fell off a ship. They kept washing up for years. Edit. Haha, you thought I was gonna say thanks for the silver and gold. Edit. But seriously, thank you for the silver and gold. The 28,000 rubber ducks were extensively used by scientists to gain knowledge about ocean currents. And you can get a bonus if you catch one and send it in with the location and time of the finding. Also, there is the term rubber ducking, which is used by programmers to help them find mistakes. They explain their problem to a rubber duck and by doing so often find a solution. Clucking submit. Don't you mean quacking submit? Thought you fricks with ducks for a moment. You fricks with ducks would never abuse ducks like that. Spaghetto will definitely be used. A spaghetto is also a bad Italian neighborhood. I appreciate this, but not the farting fish. You have some weird standards. In some things she needs no encouragement. And if you feed them cocaine they will exaggerate the amount of flowers. And sometimes say they found flowers when they actually haven't. Just like humans, probably not suitable for a 4-year, but it's cool to know we're not so different to bees. Maybe they're saying cocaine, not flowers. Heck yeah we do. You put the bee in our Beetlejuicing. Can confirm. Kangaroos can't walk backwards. Edit. I want to make it clear that I have no idea who Daniel Tosh is. And when I say walk I mean hop. Kangaroos can't walk at all. Their hind legs can't move independently. They have a welded rear diff. Neither can emus, which is why they're featured on the Australian coat of arms, as it symbolizes our country always moving forward. When she's 6 he can tell her about the Emu War. I dunno. If she's Australian she needs to know as soon as possible. Who knows when the second Emu War will happen? Soon, very soon. We never speak about those dark times. Our Emu War flashbacks. In Switzerland, it's illegal to own just one guinea pig. If you have any, you have to have at least 2. They get lonely. Same in Sweden. Got 2 cockatiels instead of 1. There's also strict regulations on cage size, etc. That's honestly an adorable law. It's also very reasonable. If solitary confinement is considered torture to humans then it should be the same for gregarious animals. Wait, what if you start with 2? 1 dies, but you don't really want any more as you are tired of having guinea pigs. Do you have to kill the other one? Do police come round and check for solo piggies? Can confirm, I have 3 poop machines running around. I have 3 too. So much poop, so much screaming, so worth it. 2 poop machines here. They some nasty little guys but they're adorable. I use the vacuum more on their cage than on the rest of the house. I really hope you have a HEPA filter vacuum. Otherwise I worry you're putting a lot of poop dust into your air. Otters have skin pockets for their favorite rocks. They are also surprisingly vicious. The reason that they're so playful is because they're such efficient killing machines that they have extra time to spend on things besides hunting. But that's a much less 4-year-old friendly fact. I think I read that they have to eat like 25% of their weight daily. You'd have to be a killing machine to achieve that. Otters and eat. There's an island in Japan populated only by fluffy bunnies! Exclamation mark. Been there. It's the most amazing place on earth. bunny owner, and there are ruins there from chemical weapons testing facilities. Edit. I just threw some of the photos into imager.com. That Google search just made my day. And a link to make other people's day. en.m.wikipedia.org non-mobile version. en.wikipedia.org edit. Bunnies. Scrolling down. Our bunnies. Okinoshima played a key role during World War II as a poison gas factory for much of the chemical warfare that was carried out in China. Goddamn humans. Who said it was humans running the factories? Open your eyes, sheeple. When a bee is chosen to be the new queen, they are given a special type of honey that completely changes their bodies. Kind of like how a Pokemon evolves. Super simplified, but it's still pretty cool to think about. Royal jelly. I used to have to eat that crap, apparently it was going to make me taller. Well, joke's on you, Mom and Dad, cause I'm still 5 feet 0 inches. You should thank them. Just imagine how short you would be without it. This was given to Freddie Mercury at a young age, which is why we have the song, We Are the Champions, true story. Really? You went with We Are the Champions over Killer Queen? Another one bites the dust. Beekeeper here. All eggs get Gelly Royale first. And after a while, I don't know the exact amount of days, the larvae of worker bees get pollen and nectar only. Because of that, their ovaries won't develop properly, which makes them infertile. Only queen bees get Gelly Royale through all stages of their development in the cell, which makes them fertile and significantly bigger. So, if the queen bee dies suddenly or gets too old, the worker bees start feeding the larvae with Gelly Royale to raise a new queen. When the first young queen hatches, she stings all the other developing queens while still in their cells. There can only be one. I believe beekeepers sometimes section some off, since queens are valuable. Of course, this may not be a child-appropriate fact. Wouldn't want to encourage sibling murder. Guess that's why it's called Gelly Royale. 100 born, but only one will get the V. Only difference is the winner of this battle royale will eventually get to mate. A polar bear's skin is black. Wow, gold, thank you so much. This is a good one but feels wrong, so might be a hard sell. Good luck with the birds and the bees talk then. And their hair isn't white but transparent and hollow. If the skin is black, and the hair is transparent, why are they white? You can't just ask someone why they're white. Oh my god, Karen. Luminescence. The light hitting the hair scatters and makes it glow. Basically, www.earthranges.com. So ice bears are actually glowing bears. Mind blown. BRB, making lightning bears a D&D monster. Butterflies smell with their feet. Edit. Well, thanks for my first gold, stranger. Butterflies will also literally drink blood, sweat, and tears. My feet smell too. Some species of burrowing spiders keep teeny tiny frogs in their burrows to keep it free of bugs. Too small for the spider to get that might try to eat the spider's eggs. This means that tiny frogs are spider cats. Yes, I love it when my cat saves my human eggs from being eaten by tiny bugs. Mine are about to hatch soon. This list of what groups of animals are called, i.e. a group of elephants is a parade, a group of owls is a parliament, a group of wild cats is called a destruction. Grammar.yourdictionary.com. Secondary fun fact, some random person greater than 100 years ago literally made all of this crap up as a meme after promoting themselves as a respectable authority figure on all animal pluralization matters. Legit. They sat at a desk and wrote up absurd names for groups of specific animal species, seeing if people would buy it. I don't subscribe to this conling bullcrap. A group of crows is a flock, just like any other bird. Hashtag fight the power. A group of crows is at murder. 2 crows is attempted murder. A group of 4-year-olds is a nightmare. Not if you're an uncle. Then it's a problem for my sister and brother-in-law, after you bring out all the bubbles, Nerf guns, recorders and whatever other fun but annoying things you can give to these children. Yep, buying my brother's kids some of those toys you have to yell at to activate. Yellies. He drew first blood with crap like this when he got all my kids musical toys for their first birthdays. Paybacks a B word. Chris. Group of 4-year-olds plus recorders, please, no. Have mercy, I'll tell you everything I know. D. Horses are more closely related to rhinos than to deer. Additionally, horses have roughly a 350-degree field of vision around them, with one of their two blind spots being in the front. Horses can't see directly ahead for up to about 4 feet. Humans are closer related to chimpanzees than horses are to donkeys, and those can have offspring. Humans and chimpanzees can have offspring together. How did they find this out? Edit. There are documented cases of Soviet experiments in the 1920s where artificial insemination was attempted using female chimps and human sperm. Because of course they did. Source. For those who want to bypass their "we value your privacy" bullcrap, genetic analysis suggests there may have been a long period of crossbreeding between early ancestors of the humans and chimpanzees, before they finally split into the Homo and Pan chimp genera around 6 million years ago. But today, although humans and chimpanzees share 99% of the DNA sequences that code for proteins, that DNA is packaged differently into the chromosomes. The human chromosome number 2 is actually 2 ape chromosomes joined end to end, and 9 other chromosomes have inverted sequences of genes compared with their equivalents in chimps. Humans and chimps also have differences in their individual genes that are far bigger than their differences between any two unrelated humans. These are big obstacles, but not necessarily insurmountable. Other animals with comparable genetic differences, such as zebras and horses, have bred successfully in the past, although the offspring are almost always sterile. There are documented cases of Soviet experiments in the 1920s where artificial insemination was attempted using female chimps and human sperm. However, none of these experiments resulted in a pregnancy, much less the birth of a humanzee. There are various urban legends of other later experiments in different labs worldwide, but there's no evidence that the result was ever any different. I'm both sad and relieved there are no humanzees in the world. I wanna see a humanzee get a PhD or something. Genter did it first. Pineapples are a collection of berries. Bananas are berries too, and they grow on banana plants, not banana trees. I used to work in a fruit and veg shop as a teenager. We had a woman come in once complaining that all the melons had a dirty mark on them. I explained that's because they grow on the ground, just like a potato or a carrot being covered in earth. She didn't believe me. She thought melons hung from trees. I'm sure Googling the phrase, hanging melons, would only reinforce this idea. And strawberries and raspberries aren't berries. Also chuckberry. Record scratch YA what when where now. It's a collection of berries that merge together. Also it can supposedly make semen taste sweeter, but I didn't think that was a child-friendly fact. I hear that if you eat a lot of cum, it makes pineapple taste good. I might have been misinformed. You mean I have to sprinkle pineapple on my semen? No, the other way. Injecting pineapple juice into your penis before sex. There are more stars than there are grains of sand on all the beaches in the world. Cows can walk up stairs, but they can't walk down. Can confirm. From the time Pluto was discovered until the time it was demoted from planethood, it still hadn't made one complete revolution around the Sun. 73 years from 1933 to 2006 out of a 248-year orbit. This makes me sad. It hadn't even gotten one birthday. Chocolate was once used as currency by the Aztecs. More accurately, cacao beans were used. Worms have 5 hearts. The surface of Mars is covered in rust, making the planet appear red. The red food coloring, carmine, that's used in a lot of candy is made up of a kind of beetle. There's a train station in Japan that has a cat station master. Currently Nitama. Cows have best friends, and get stressed when separated. Tomatoes were once thought to be inedible, since they're in the same family as nightshade, which is poisonous. ETA cause I got a lot of comments at this one. Tomatoes' acidity interacted with lead plates to lead poisoning. Check out UNOV494's comment. Apples float but pears sink. Apples float because they are 25% air. Wombat poop is cube-shaped. About the tomatoes. Many Europeans used to eat with utensils and on plates that were made of pewter. The acidity in tomatoes actually leached the traces of lead out of the plates, causing lead poisoning. Good stuff here. She certainly understands the value of chocolate. Similarly, there is a bank in Italy that trades entirely in Parmesan cheese. www.youtube.com. It takes a little over 8 minutes for the light from the sun to get to Earth. So if the sun died, we wouldn't know for 8 minutes. It could be dead even now. Looks like it wasn't. It's still sunny. But what about now? Looks like we are safe. But what about now? Still good. But what about now? We're okay for now, but now? I'll tell you in 7 minutes. We're okay, for now. Hippopotamus milk is pink. Some fish cough. Don't eat too many carrots or your skin will turn orange. That happened to my own daughter. Some frogs will glow when they eat fireflies. Before 1913, parents could mail their kids to grandmas through the postal service. Why has no one addressed the last one yet? Mail them. How? Did they poke holes in the box? Would they do overseas delivery? Was there an age cutoff? By the same token, don't drink too much water or you can effectively dilute your internal chemistry to the point you will get sick. When drinking extreme amounts of water, add small amounts of salt and sugar so you don't kill yourself. A lot of the TV or internet videos she watches comes via undersea cables. That's because the undersea cables are faster than satellite. Also, wait, what? Thought. You've got 253 comments as of this post. Op. Only 112 more to go for a full year's worth of facts. Here's mine. The Romans were some of the first people to wear bikinis. Once you filter out the ones about sex and death, it's probably a good bit lower. Fact: a curious 4-year-old can never be satisfied with one fact per day. This is true. Response to fact will be why. Response to why will be how. Response to how will be why. It's a vicious cycle. Dogs can tell when you're coming home by how much of your scent is left in the house if you have a daily routine. thebark.com. Dogs have a sense of time beyond its relation to smells lingering. As anecdotal evidence, I feed my dogs at 8 in the evening every day. If I forget, right around 8:15 they will get up and start badgering me until they get fed. Also, I get up at 9 a.m. for work every day. I let them out at that time. On the weekends, when I really want to be sleeping in 9 a.m. without fail, they are up and grabbing chew toys and squeaking them in my ear until I get up. Persistent bastards. That's because they can smell time. Giraffe tongues are black to protect from sunburn as they are out so much during the day. Tigers have striped skin. Thanks for watching LWIAR 2. The best of all time r/AskReddit submissions and comments. If you like this video, check out the original LWIAR channel. And don't forget to like and subscribe.